I'm Katie, and this is Live It in the Now. On my channel, I talk about everyday manifesting, stories and examples to help you to manifest everything you desire. Today's video is about being neutral, and why this will help you to manifest everything you desire. You might be asking right away, what is neutral? Why is neutral power? How does understanding this make me manifest my desires and get everything that I want? Being neutral is where things aren't seen as good or bad. It just is. There is no strong opposing feelings to what shows up or happens. Being neutral is a state of being, or a new way of living daily and experiencing the world. Being neutral is power. It is the perfect state to be in, the state you want to be in, where you are just good and content all the time. Why? Because when you live this way, you don't feel bad you don't have your desires, which is the only thing preventing it. The only thing preventing your desires is your bad thoughts about it. This is the way to not feel bad about your desires. So when you say what you want, it can happen fast and easy. It can be an endless stream of incoming manifestations. You finally allow them in, and to happen, and to show up. You finally aren't in your own way. So if you look deeper, you can see perfectly how this is a good skill to master. If you learn to accept your now reality as it is, and not feel bad about what is, or what your life or situation is like right now, then this is the way for you to accept it and not feel bad about it. And once you don't feel bad about your desires or the lack of them, you then enter a state of just being. It just is. I'm good. I don't feel bad about the lack of my desires. You still want your desires. Your desires are still known and happening, but you don't feel bad that you don't have them. And see, if you don't feel bad about not having your desires, you end up in alignment. Alignment means you are in the state of the wish fulfilled. Don't you always hear everyone say, be in the state or feeling of the wish fulfilled? This is the same thing, the perfect state to be in. You feel good about getting what you want. You are relaxed, happy, and there is just that certainty it's coming. You don't have a strong sense of need around what you want to manifest. This also means not reacting or getting upset about what happens, because when you get upset and push against something, you get more of it and more of the unwanted. So see how neutral leads to alignment? Alignment leads you to the feeling good about what you want, or more importantly, you no longer feel bad about it. And feeling bad about it is the only thing preventing it. When you're in alignment, you say what you want and it happens fast and easy. When you are not upset about money or a relationship, it naturally happens. Stay till the end of the video so I can give you some real-life examples of how this would work for you. That was just explaining the underlying parts of why it works. So this is how your daily life would go. Be neutral. Accept your now reality. Say what you want, manifest. Be neutral. Accept your now reality. Don't feel bad about your now reality. Say what you want. Manifest. You stay stable and emotionally stable. If a situation happens, being neutral is changing the way that you see it. It's not engaging in it if it's not something that you want or desire. You are choosing to see the situation a new way and continue to stay with the story of your desire. So how does this really work? What's neutral? So, first you'd realize if a situation happens, it is actually not truly good or bad. It just is. Both sides of any situation could be argued or seen or perceived differently. For example, a car accident. Maybe you see it as bad. It took up time. I got scared. I was somewhat hurt. But another person may see it as good. I got hit, and since I did, I ended up the insurance gave me a newer, better car. Or I met the love of my life in the hospital. They were a nurse. And both of those stories are true of people that I know. So was the situation truly good or bad? It was neither. It just was. It just happened. You, yourself, assigned the meaning to it of if it was good or bad. So all things are like this. I realized I wasn't manifesting a relationship since I felt bad about it. Okay. So how did I stop feeling bad about it? I realized a relationship isn't good or bad. It just is. Both sides can be argued. So if a relationship isn't actually all that good, or actually all that bad, what is it? It just is. It's nothing. So when I realized it just is, or that it could be good or bad, I no longer felt bad I didn't have it. I also realized we are conditioned to think we need one to feel good and whole and loved. But we don't. We can have that now on our own. Plus I realized the only thing causing me suffering was my own thoughts. If you sat in a room and looked around, you see your own body, your couch, your TV. Where is sad you don't have a relationship? Where is you should have one by now? Where is that person doesn't want or love you? Where are those things actually? They are only in your thoughts. Your thoughts are the problem, and what is causing you suffering. So being neutral is not feeling bad anymore about your desires, which ends up letting them all happen easily for you. Are you with me so far? You don't feel bad about things if you see them differently. For a relationship, I was told all my life I should have one, that I'm less than if I don't. Probably don't fit in, or I probably look bad. Okay, so being neutral is seeing that is just a story. It's made up in the mind. It isn't actually true. I don't need one. I'm good as I am. Okay, so that took away me feeling bad I don't have one. So then since I no longer felt bad I didn't have one, a relationship came. Another example, a breakup happened. Okay, was that good or bad? Both sides could be argued. They were attractive, so it was bad. But we didn't connect like I'd want with an ideal person, so it's good it ended, right? So which is it, really? It's neither. It just is. So this neutral, just is, type feeling makes you not feel bad about it. You realize both sides can be seen of it. So since I didn't feel bad or react, and stayed consistent of my desire, and although it ended, I remained neutral and knew I wanted a relationship, but I didn't feel bad about it. So then, a new person came along a week later who had both those qualities. So neutral. A situation happens. You realize all situations aren't good or bad. It just is. So you choose to see all situations as good and towards your desire. Examples of that are, my job just fired me. Okay, I don't react and think, now I can find one that pays more and is more fun for me. My relationship ends. Well, they weren't the best match overall anyway. Now this is the match that I want to find, and say what you want. Or your TV stops working. Okay, now I can read that book that I wanted or go outside. You see all of these situations as good. And if you do, you stay aligned. And from aligned, you get what you want. You realize you don't need money or a relationship. You were just conditioned to think so. Money just is. A relationship just is. A rich person can still be upset about losing the money or upset about something with their money. A relationship may still make you upset. The point is, if you feel bad about your desires, this is the way to no longer feel bad about your desires. And when you no longer feel bad about your desires, they happen. See why it works? The only thing preventing your desires is you feeling bad about it. So neutral takes that away. If you want more examples of this, comment below. This helped me to remove all suffering from myself. It took away all the upset around my desires. All my annoying thoughts that took over my mind all day honestly just stopped and got quiet. I was amazed that they actually stopped. I returned to the now moment and present moment, and all my bad thoughts stopped. So being neutral is realizing all situations could be seen as good or bad. You can choose how you see it. And if you realize it just is, you don't feel bad about your desire anymore. So being neutral is realizing all situations could be seen as good or bad. You can choose how you see it. And if you realize it just is, you don't feel bad about your desires anymore. And so they happen. Thanks for watching.